Hey guys, you like what you see? I made this hair myself literally yesterday. So let's get into how I made my stitch braids or cornrows. So yeah, my hair was completely prepped, washed, cleaned, and pre-oiled a night before. And this was me checking my hair length, and this is the edge control I'm going to be using for this hair. So I decided to throw in some box braid underneath it before going straight for the rose. And at this point, I was unraveling the um, hair part I needed to make the cornrow, and this is me showing you the appropriate comb to use for your hair, especially if you are a natural girl hair, and you will have to understand you comb your hair from the tip down to the root. Yeah, I've started making my box braid. So what I usually do is take the extension quantity that I need. I do not pat it down. I put it straight to the hair. I pat my hair alongside with my extension together. That way I do not have any issues with it. And as you can see, I really made it close down, and that's because I have a lot of hair close to my neckline, and I just wanted one roll or one line of the box braid. At this point, everything was going fine and smooth with the box braid. I decided not to do the knotless braid. This was faster for me, and I was going for a simple style anyway. So at this point, I was done with the first um box braid. As you can see, I didn't weave it all the way down. That's because I want to coil the tip of the hair. That was the style I was going for. So I decided to show you how I was making the second one, but later I felt like, let me just make the complete box braid outside the camera. And when I was done, I was going to show you how the box braid came out. And at this point, I was done with the box braid, and this is basically it. It's very easy to do. I can give a detailed tutorial if you want. So at this point, I'd already cut out the hair. I wanted it very thin. So this is me weaving my cornrows, stitch braid, wherever it is. But this is me practically putting it into waves, and I was taking the extension by myself. Yeah, I had to hold it down with my lip at a point. That's because I was the only person doing it, and there was nobody to assist me. Oh my god. So it was easy going, but I was very careful because I wanted to make sure I had a neat cornrows or stitch braids. So I kept going. And yeah, this is just me doing my thing and checking. And of course, no, I wasn't using a back mirror, and that's because I'm used to making my hair without a back mirror. The front mirror is just about it for me. And if, of course, I made any errors, I would definitely know and I'll tell someone to help me straighten it out. Okay, so I was making it an inner feeding cornrows. So practically, when I put an extra extension, I hold it down with a bit, then add the other end of the extension, and that was what you saw me doing. So this is me checking to be sure I'd not taken any extra hair while I was doing this. And guys, I used just a pack of expression braid extension. I usually would use more than that for my hair, but it was so because first the hair was very tiny, or like it was thin, and secondly I didn't put so much of the extension. I just needed much of my hair than the extension because I have a very long hair. So it worked for me, and it came out exactly the way I wanted it, looking all natural. You can only tell there's extension by the tips. Okay, at this point, I was trying to cut out the next line that I was going to weave, and this was me checking with my hands to be very sure that it was straight. So yeah, I'd made it so far. Did most of it outside of the camera though. I was happy because it was coming out the way I wanted it. my face was already looking very nice. So it was really, really, really good. And yeah, this is me just practically sharing the extension. That way it's easier to pick than holding onto my hair and trying to cut. Understand what I'm saying? So it was way much easier for me. And at every given time, guys, I was always checking to be sure I had not taken extra hair. So I decided to do the rest off camera. And this is the finished result of my cornrow braids or stitch braids, whatever. So this is me just showing off. I was really happy that it came out exactly the way I wanted it to be. It was so perfect. And I was super happy. I love my hair. And yes, I made it myself from scratch to finish. This was all me. The designs and everything you see there, I was just going with whatever my mind tells me. I had no velvet picture of what I was doing. I was just following whatever my mind was telling me to do. And I really love the finished look. Thank you guys for watching my cornrow, stitch braid, whatever process, whatever it is called, the process of making this braid. I hope you guys enjoy it. And just in case you want to see a more detailed video, kindly drop a comment and I'll do that when I make my next cornrow. Thank you.